All right, this is going to be a daily video update for March 7th. Let's go ahead and start in with Bitcoin. Regular markets are closed, so no S&P or anything like that. So let's look at Bitcoin. And basically, as I talked about last night, or in the live stream, I was talking about this trajectory of the stochastic RSI and how it worried me, right? Look at the trajectory right here. Flattish, just hanging around the 50 area, and then that's what worried me. I had this thought in the back of my brain, and I was like, I don't like the way this thing looks as far as trajectory, right? It's just kind of flattish going up, and that just begged for sellers to come in. So what happened? Well, we came up and hit the 38.2 retracement, and things backed off really hard. You've got a bearish engulfing right here, and possible confirming candle right here. So what's next, right? Next is testing the 200-day moving average, which it's doing, and the 61.8, but also down here, the 78.6. which is around 85.91. So the 85.90 area is going to be key, and that's if this thing keeps on, like if it slides from here, holding the trend line. And if it does, if it holds this, then I would expect a major reversal off this. But we have to look at the bearish side as well, right? And so if things hit below the trend line, where are we going next? Right here, around 84.74, and then after that you're testing the lows at 8400, and then possibly going down and testing this old support over here at 82. Let's call it, well, 81.80. So that's what to expect, right? So anyway, that's what I got on Bitcoin. Not looking so bullish right now after that rejection right up here, and especially, it was this old area right over here, 38.2 retracement, and it just didn't like it. So anyway, we'll move on from that. Let's go over to Ethereum. And basically just, still staying above the 50. Still could come back and test it right here. That's going to be around 220. Still holding the 10 and the 20. It's just kind of basing right there. A lot of people don't like this, but here we go again. This flattish kind of trajectory on the stochastic RSI. So be wary of a move down. Obviously, if it holds this area, then look to obviously your retracements on the upside, Fibonacci retracements. Let's go over to Litecoin. Bearish engulfing, again, and here, and here. So we can see what happens when you get bearish engulfings, okay? And so, just be alert. Right, be on guard. As long as it doesn't break this low right over here at 56.22, let's just call it 56. Then things are still semi-bullish, but bearish engulfing right there. So you have to look at both sides of the market, long and short, right? And I talked about that the other night. Just because it looks bullish, you have to look at both sides and be prepared, okay? And then I put a yellow alert out in the channel to be on guard, right? Shields up. Just be aware that, we're in a area where it's not a good trading zone, right? So anyway, that's Litecoin. Let's go over to XRP. And yeah, another bearish engulfing. Looks like it, to me, it looks like it's going to retest the lows and possibly even break it. down around maybe 21 cents, possibly even lower. So that's XRP, unless things reverse, right? Link not looking, really good right now. And of course, we talked about this last night, or in the live stream. You had the two tops right over here, and then just a really slight overthrow of the lows, right? And that's a typical move. They do it in bottoms and tops. Typical overthrow, and then reverse it hard. And that's what's happening right now with Link. So, and again, I've got a position in Link. I'm not afraid to admit it. But this is a longer term position. I could care less what the heck's going on right now. But, it's a good thing, to watch for retracements, right? And so what do we have? Let's go over here and look at retracements. And if I throw in some Fibonacci numbers, and what do we got? There you go. So possible move back to the 50% retracement or 61.8. And this thing would still be bullish, right? Because here's the low, here's the high. It's making higher highs, but we have to be aware and watch, right? This thing could drop all the way back to 370 for all we know. So just keep an eye on this and just be alert. XTZ looked like it was getting going and then just totally reversed. Bearish engulfing. This really does not look good for the short term. Unless this thing reverses today, this thing looks like it may come all the way back and test at the very minimum probably 244, and after that, sub 2, which I think would be a perfect buying opportunity, but we'll see what happens when it gets there, or if it does. 0x, bearish engulfing and stopped right at the 50% retracement. Things are not looking really good short term, guys. I don't know. I mean, maybe the coronavirus is scaring a lot of people off. But let's see how it plays out. I mean, we'll find out a lot more tomorrow night when the S&P futures opens up, and we'll get a better gauge on things. But right now, it's not really the best time to be just overly long. Protect your capital, wait for things to come back to you, and just be careful out there. So that's what I got for tonight. We'll talk to you tomorrow, and have a great evening. Thanks.